Everyone, so we surprisingly got a new teaser trailer for the new Dragon Ball Super movie that is coming out in December. Now, just recently we got a poster of just Goku standing there with his bow, and not much was said about it other than said the title Dragon Ball Super, and that the plot was going to be taking place directly after the Tournament of Power, as according to Akira Toriyama, and that they're going to be facing a long waited, formidable opponent, and that we're going to learn about the history of why Frieza hates the Saiyans so much. But during an event talking about the new mobile game Dragon Ball Legends, which I'll sign out, does look really really cool. We got a surprise teaser trailer for the new Dragon Ball Super movie. No real title yet. It's just Dragon Ball Super, just like how the last two movies, teasers, all they said was Dragon Ball Z. Um, First, we get to see. I mean, the animation is very different, as very much more fluid. The animation, consider it reminds me a lot from a different Toei animation film from the Digimon Adventures film, Our War Game. The animation reminds me a lot of that. It's different from the anime, which is not bad. I know I can see a lot of people are going to be complaining about that. But it looks nice as long as it moves great. It's going to be I have no problem with it, and it's going to you know as long as nothing's going to be as bad as episode 5 from Dragon Ball Super, which I think is the worst animation I've ever seen out of Dragon Ball. Even some of the frames from Dragon Ball Super, the Resurrection F arc, were bad, but not that bad. We also get to see the formidable opponent powering up on top of a uh, icy mountain, and people are saying that this is supposed to be a Saiyan. I mean, it kind of makes sense because we've been hearing a lot about Yamoshi, the first Super Saiyan God. And we get to see this close up look. And we get to see what looks like pre Frieza era Saiyan armor. Don't see a tail, but we do see like kind of like a skirt. It doesn't. Yeah, very dark skin. The armor is very reminiscent of Kaba from Universe 6. Um, but I don't know. Other than yeah, there are a lot of signs saying that this is he's going to be fighting a Saiyan, but I really don't can't really say for sure. Just we don't have enough information. We don't know enough. Um, and the only thing, and the only real issue I have with the animation that we've seen so far in the teaser is the eyes. The eyes just look a little bit too wide apart. The angles on the outsides are a little bit off. They're a little bit too like Frieza arc uh, style, which is not bad, but it's a little bit just not very modern. Yeah, everything else I don't have a problem with. It looks great. The motion lines look great. The lens flare. Um, we just go on to the next part here. Oh yeah, just Goku doing more poses. Or this might be a bait and switch. This image of this villain might or opponent just might be a placeholder for who he's really going to be fighting, which we really don't know. We don't know the plot of this movie other than that it is in fact a Dragon Ball Super title, and that it does take place after the Tournament of Power, which they made abundantly clear in the poster that after the thrilling climax of the Tournament of Power, you need a little bit of a breather. This shot's really interesting. You get to see for the first time Goku's pupils in his base form, and this is like very I'm not sure what kind of style this reminds me of, but you know, his black eyes, you get to see his pupils, which is uh, interesting to say the least. Um, a Saiyan has no limits. It's interesting that they uh, spelt it this way. I never actually see like official straight from Japan material actually spell Saiyan or Saiyajin as they say, like we do. It's very interesting. We see Goku charging at the opponent with a confident. Now that's a really cool picture. I really do uh, like it a lot. And last last good close up we see of the opponent is coming up right. Oh no, not, we could see his hand. Yeah, nothing now. Yeah, it's kind of a green or people are saying Broly, 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 Broly. It's not fucking Broly. It's Broly's never going to be canon. KO's the closest thing we got to in canon Broly, and that's the best that's going to happen. Has no limits. I like Broly just about as much as the next person, but just because you see a new saying is coming, oh, it's Broly, 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 Broly. No, it's not Broly. He's not real. He's not canon. He's not. Doesn't take place in the real, in the main timeline. He's a side character. This is an interesting shot. We get to see a look at his face. He has yellow eyes. I'm not sure if this is a power up for. Well, probably not because he has black eyebrows, but very interesting. If this is a Saiyan, very intimidating. Might be a Saiyan. Might be the Saiyan King from Universe 6. Don't know. We see Goku flying at him again, and then they clash fists. And Dragon Ball Super coming this year. I'm very excited. I'm glad we're going to be, Dragon Ball. I'm going to be posting my thoughts about the last episode of Super next weekend when it happens. But I'm very happy to see that there's a new movie coming out, and it's going to be taking place directly after the Tournament of Power. So we're going to get more of a connection. So really interested to see how this is going to turn out. All right, guys. That's all I really had to say about this. Until next time, thank you for watching.